Hello, my name is GregTech, and welcome back to our GregTech New Horizons Season 2. I'm currently cleaning up more of the base, and I am crafting up some more parallel here. We got our... I should throw a sign on there so I remember. This is precision laser. I know the assembler and I know the wire mill. These are forming press. And this is going to be autoclave. And I will hook that up with the thing over there once we get the energy hatches crafted up. So yeah, those are still working. Yeah, so I went to craft up a superconducting coil block, and I realized because I'm crafting up 128 advanced fusions, which need like hundreds of thousands of Lapotron, the autoclave was completely backed up. So that is why I'm doing that. And the reason I'm doing that is because I was trying to craft up here. Thinking I could probably move that over. Because I'm upgrading all this over here. I did get that right. I was like, did I get that right? So we definitely fly over to the B thing. So I needed a superconducting coil for this because I'm bringing in lasers, and then we will branch out into the different hatches as needed. I probably won't even hook these up, to be honest. We don't really need them. The main thing is upgrading our bees. Is why I want to do that. Just noticing, like, that is off center. Thought I built that, like... No, I guess I didn't. I guess that isn't... I never realized that was completely off-centered with the one that comes in. Oh, who knew? Alright. Well, yeah, we're crafting all this up. This I don't even think we need anymore. This is just ignoble bees. We don't need those anymore with the thing that produces bees. Do I even need these ignoble bees? They're just princesses that... I totally forgot that. That doesn't work. I have a trash can over here anyway. Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of all these. These are all useless bees at this point. If we need to craft up more, I can just do the thing in there. Alright, I'm not going to mess with any of that stuff, but just kind of getting cleaned up as we go. This kind of crazy setup needs to be redone and everything. So, alright, so that is kind of where we're at. I also raised up the floor. The floor was down farther because we used to have all those drawers, which always bugged me. I mean, I know it's kind of ugly that every single layer is exactly the same, but you know what? In a mod pack like this, trying to make everything look 100% attractive is so much extra work. And I may move some of this stuff around, but I'll do that off camera. But all right, so this is kind of what I am doing at the moment. I never linked that, did I? I'm doing multiple things at once here, and I am forgetting what I'm doing. So that needs to get linked to that. All right, cool. So I will come back when we got our things crafted up here. All right. Alright, I am finally getting around to fixing my cutting machine because we need to parallel that one as well, because some of these recipes, like that one, is quite slow. That one's pretty slow too. But the main one is the green. This one, it's not that slow, but you just need, like, oh, I think I made an extra one there. I could be wrong. I may have erased one. No, I don't think I did. That's the one problem with trying to talk and do things at the same time. I was kind of avoiding it because I really didn't feel like switching all these over to the having to add the whatchamacallit, the, oh my goodness, what am I trying to say? The lubricant into the recipes. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, and I'm kind of just organizing them a little bit. Not really. We got like our wood and stuff down there. There. Kind of like that. Alright, so I need to do all this stuff. So, but the reason I was putting it off is because I just didn't feel like changing every single one of these recipes. That's one kind of annoying bit, if you think about it, putting these crafting buffers so late in the pack. Because it's highly unlikely you would have those in the cutting machine, at least. Like, they're all the same. They all use the same, should have those in order, but I don't actually remember what order they, or I don't remember what tier is which. I might switch them out so they're all in the from lowest to highest. They're all the exact same lubricant, so like it's highly doubtful you would make recipes using both, and then you would pipe the lubricant in the hatch, and then the bus, you know, the other, like that would be kind of silly. So when you do get to the point of having these crafting buffers, you are going to have to switch them all out, which it's just a bit tedious, to be honest, having to change recipes. But don't get me wrong, I do love the buffers. But it's just, yeah, it's just a bit time consuming because the buffers won't recognize fluid in another hatch. And I don't think there's any way to get around that. But maybe there is, I just don't know it. Alright, well, let me continue doing that. I think I got my, the hatches. So I got all my, the things over here set up for the autoclave. I got those all connected underneath. I was thinking as I was doing it, I'm like, why aren't I just doing UMV hatches? But then I was like, yeah, then I would have to like redo all the cabling. The wireless is just a bit expensive at this point. We're getting to it where it's cheaper, but yeah, it's just one hatch is 4 quantum circuits. It's a bit pricey at this point, but we're quickly getting to where it won't be that pricey. But all right, let me continue doing this, and I'm going to set up the, after I do this, I'm going to set up the fusions. I have 12 of them, so we can at least get that going. Oh wow, I finished the metastable. I didn't think we were ever going to finish that. But yeah, we're just going to do a thing up. I think 12 is... 12 will get us... it'll make just getting the, you know, the next... the compact 4. It'll help with that. Man, that is actually... You know, it's kind of funny. I'm like, I already had 4 and I did... No, I did. That's right. It's 16. Yeah. I think I have 18 of those. All right, anyway, this is what we are working on. So we'll come back. And I probably won't have all these done by the time we get back because the coils, but I'm basically improving our production of the coils. That is the main reason I am switching over the cutting for those, I don't even know, 50,000 of those PIC things that we need for them. All right, still upgrading things as I go. I have upgraded I'm upgrading some of my circuits here. So I upgraded the nano circuits because we need just so many of them. So I figured we'll get that upgraded at least, and it's just easier to do the wireless at this point than trying to run new cabling. I am going to upgrade our wetware. It's just going to be a little bit faster. But we do require a lot of wetware circuits for those coils that we are doing. And it's just, it's these, basically. Or not those. The, yeah, the LUV circuits that we just need tons of. Either that or you do crystal circuits, but I'm just going to go with the wetware. So just upgrading these just a little bit faster. And I will probably add... I'll probably add more as we go. Oh my... Oh, this one is doing... Alright, so this... That group's doing the stocking buses. This one is actually doing the P2P interfaces with the subnuts. And again, I switched the thing to try empty slots first, and that seems to round robin them between the things. But I am probably going to craft up more of these. I'm sure in the future we will have like 50 component assembly lines, but I'm just kind of upgrading as needed. All right, I haven't got these all running yet. I have just basically got the some of the coils. I haven't even got all the coils, to be honest. Because the fusions actually require circuits as well. So here, let me just do 1,000. I don't know. Maybe. I don't think we're going to need 1,000. But let me just... So I just did 256 coils. 1, 2, 3. Oh! I actually have all the coils. I didn't even realize that. I was thinking they were like a stack each. So when I did 256 coils, I was thinking that was 4. But it's actually, I did 128 and 256, and that was enough for the 12, I think. Yeah. Alright. I need to get this all sorted out as well with the P2P interfaces. So that is kind of what I'm working on. And then we will start... yeah, we'll start getting... I think these, right? The Cosmic Fabu, that's... Because the sooner we get these crafted up, the sooner we can start getting the stuff to upgrade them again. Also, I just ran... I think I just crafted up 500... Like 500,000 carbon, and now we have 35... We have almost 250,000 ingots of polytetrafluoroethylene and rubber and PBI and all that stuff, so yeah, pretty amazing. Yeah, look at that. Almost 700,000 ingots of polyethylene. Yep, that's pretty powerful, just for some space elevator gases and some carbon. And our little TFFT, which is It is pretty cool. I will say that. It is a pretty cool multi-block. Much easier to deal with than the single thing tanks, but I really like the single tanks too. I like them both for different kind of things. That just works so well with the QFT. All right, I decided I wanted to craft up wireless hatches, so I'm going to craft up all the new ones for the fusion reactor. I'm just going to do wireless hatches. So there's 12 more. We need 196 if I want to do the full 16, which I do. We might as well at this point. And if we ever break it down, I don't know if we'll ever use them again, but yeah, so we'll do that. I am going through I'm just crafting up each thing in turn, because some of these I did notice that there was lagging a little bit for one of them, and I wasn't sure which recipe was lagging. It's that high transformer, and I don't know what's causing it to lag. It needs a lot of calculation. And I'm just double kind of checking all the recipes have been switched over. Yeah, I don't know. There's something in this that is causing the A system to it's like very slightly lag. I'm like, I wonder if it's like maybe that recipe or something. Could switch that to like an assembler recipe, but it wasn't horrible. But yeah, for some reason it's something with that. I'm gonna go with that recipe. I bet that's screwing something up somewhere. Oh, actually, it would need more than that. Yeah, sure, 400. We use a lot of those, although we don't. No, we still use a lot of those. But and just kind of double checking all. There was one that I noticed it required like a ton of crystal circuits, and I wasn't sure which. I didn't see what recipe was causing it. But oh well, we'll craft this up and we will get all these done. Is it this one? Oh, not that one. I swear there was one that required like 800 recipe or 800 circuits, crystal circuits. This one? I didn't see it on there. I did switch this recipe to require ZPM, the bio circuits, because it was requiring crystal, but oh, there it is. I just quickly did it. There is probably. I'll switch that once the thing. It's just one of those things I haven't switched over yet. And I don't even remember what. Oh, yeah. So there we go. I'll just switch that to wetware instead. It's just less crafting, and we don't really need it, the crystal circuits anymore. All right, cool. Anyway, just kind of wanted to point that out. Also, I thought this was kind of funny. The screens or whatever, the advanced information panels can't display less than 1 second recipes. So these recipes are all a couple ticks. You could see it like jumping. But yeah, they don't. Actually, it can do it, but it's probably the controller that does the ticks. That's the GTPF. But yeah, you can see him like jumping around doing all the different things. It's kind of funny. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this. I ended up just stopping worrying about one of them, the DTPFs, to not keep it. I just have this set to craft up. Actually, you can see that's like the bonus catalyst that we have from it running. But I decided just to let this just do crafting, on-demand crafting. The other ones are producing Infinity and Hypogen. Those are continuing to run. But this one, whenever we need something I'm not going to worry about wasting a little bit of catalyst here and there. We'll just let those do it. I mean, the main use of catalyst at this point is infinity. And that is on a discounted one. So I just wanted to point that out. I was getting really tired of having to turn it on and off and switch things between auto crafting and not craft. And I was just like, you know what? Let's just set it for just to do auto active crafting. Okay, so somehow I screwed up my math. Got 4 extra. I always screw up my math. But, alright. So I have spent quite some time in, like, real life time setting this up. It is, it's definitely... It takes a little bit of time to get everything where it needs to go and getting all the things hooked up. I have gone ahead and I think that's all of them. And you can also see it's, yeah, I think that's just, man, it is just so much easier doing the wireless at this point. I mean, obviously. Also, looks cool. Maybe I'll replace those at the very bottom with wireless too. There's 4, so I need 64, and so I need 60 more. Alright, I'll probably craft that up. But here we go. The exact same thing we did before. Subnets with a P2P interface. And similar to that setup over there with the compacts, I just split them up with that. So hopefully, if I have done this correctly... Oh, I forgot to... Shoot. I forgot to... hit them all with the thing. Unfortunately, there's no like on off. So gotta hit all of them. All right, so I think we're good if I craft up, say, because we're gonna need like lots of this stuff. How about we just get it going? And in theory, they should all turn on, which they did. Yep, there we go. So, and we can see it has been distributed relatively evenly. There are some that have a little bit more, but for the most part, yeah, these were all pretty close to a round robin. And there we go. So I have all the dual interfaces on the outputs. That feels pretty cool. I don't know, I like really enjoyed my towers of fusion reactors. I don't know why. I mean, that looks so cool, doesn't it? Yeah, that looks kind of cool. My little Aquata like skyscraper there, but yeah. So that is gonna let us get the plasma quite a bit quicker. Obviously, you can see it's not like super fast, but if we need, what did we need? I think we need like 250,000 of each. Maybe it might be even. Yeah, we need 200. Okay, so 500. It's almost like 500,000 each. So yeah, it's going to take a little while, but I want to get that going and just crafting up as I am doing other stuff. But man, I have really improved a lot of parts of the base as I have been doing other stuff. Just getting like parallel and all sorts of stuff for different multi-blocks, getting all that stuff cleaned up, and all my chests that I wanted to finally get cleaned up, all that stuff is all done, and we got this like kind of taken care of. I didn't go all the way to the UEV with this stuff. The main reason being that I didn't feel like switching out the glass, which now I'm thinking about it, like, should have just switched out the glass. There's what, 20 glass, and it's super easy. But yeah, we have really, I feel like we've made lots and lots of progress. I don't think I actually need this anymore. Could probably break that down. Lots of Cenarian bees. We also have like slots for like a million more since we have upgraded it to UEV. I don't know how many slots we have left, but yeah, lots. But we need tons and tons of glowstone. So that is why we did that. I probably next thing I'm going to do is circuit assembly lines. I don't know how many I'm going to want. Probably at least 2 more at this point. Maybe even more. With these UIV energy hatches, man, it is so easy. But I think I really do want to like focus on this. Although I want to focus on so many different things. I need to get the lasers up and running too. So that is another thing I want to do. Because I do want to get the laser network upgraded. It's not as important to get it upgraded at this point because we are starting to switch to wireless, but I want to get the component assembly line. But also, I kind of want to get another component assembly line. So many things to do. Alright, that plasma actually went quicker than I expecting. I'm also... It should be 24. Yep. I am throwing more things in there, so 8 times 24 parallel. I don't know what the cap is, or if there was one. I feel like I remember reading there was like 64, but I don't know if that's still the case on there. So, we have basically unlimited power at this point. What are we up to? Billion, billion, trillion, quadrillion, quintillion. 1 quintillion in our wireless network. And I threw another 2,048 things in there. So we are well on the way to having a maxed Dyson sphere. 233. Yep. Let's just go ahead and get that going. So there is the fabric manipulators for the next QFT, and then I think it's the something, this one. Rare Earth Group Catalyst. I did already craft that up. We had everything for it. Just shift-clicked the recipe in. And then we'll do the monazite. We'll just do all our monazite, and we'll see. I just did something with Hafnia, and I don't remember what it was. Is it the hafnium carbide? I think it was that. That was for the Dyson, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Wasn't this for the Dyson? I feel like it was. I just don't remember. Anyway, yes, nanofibers. There it is. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. The ultra high resistant mesh for the. I was like, I know we have Hafnia. A lot of this stuff though we can just get rid of. I just haven't cleared out my drives yet. I'll just throw that in there. All right, so we are doing pretty well here. Let's get these parts. Oh my goodness, there we go. Crafted up, and I guess we'll get this thing upgraded today. All right, we are back. It's been a little while. We are still crafting up the manipulator things. We are basically waiting on the plasma, but it's actually going relatively quick now that we have 16 fusion reactors. I've also done a couple things here and there in the meantime. like adding 2 more optical circuit assembly lines. And I also I upgraded this to UMV 16 amp to speed up the computers, the optical computers. We do use a ton of them. We'll probably upgrade these as well. So now we do every 2 seconds. We craft one up as opposed to every 9. So quite a bit faster. Also added another one here. I was thinking maybe I should have done it underneath and then up, but for now, that's fine. And yeah, so that is kind of where we're at. And then I am breaking down all this stuff over here. This is all my plastic production, and I think I had nitric acid there, styrene. This is salt water. I don't even really remember crafting up salt water. It might have been a... Before we got the space elevator, it might have been like a boost for... Let me just void this really quick. Nope. That one. Might have been a boost for our chlorine production, which is still over there. We'll have to sort that out as well. Nitration mixture. I don't think we use it anymore. May just break it down if we ever end up needing it again. I will do it because we don't need IT&T anymore. We have the electric explosion, and we can also get it from bees if we need it. Nitrochlorobenzene was used in PBI. We don't need that anymore. That I've never crafted up, so I don't even know what that's for. It's one of those crazy... Oh, that's Kevlar. Yeah, well, we kind of skipped Kevlar with bees. But you do need, like, an infinity bee, so it's not like... Oh, we skipped it super easy. No, I mean, that was a lot of hours invested in getting that Kevlar bee. Alright, and a lot of these... There it is. I was like... Everything. I'm trying to remove all the things so they all stack, okay? In the PA system. Right. So I think we're good with that. Actually, there's a couple things in there that still have covers that I need to deal with. But yeah, so this is kind of what I am doing. This is actually, it feels actually pretty good. I've actually gotten quite a lot accomplished in this episode with cleaning up the base, getting fusion reactors built, improving parallel all over the place, and yeah, just working on everything here. Now, IC2 coolant, I don't think we use that anymore. I think we actually get it from these. I don't remember. Oh, I think we actually just craft it now with lapis. I think that's what we do. Distilled water. That used to be before we got the space elevator. It hasn't been used in a long time. A lot of this stuff we don't use. I just haven't. I mean, look, this doesn't even have a reservoir on it. This is so... This one is so old. It still has, like, pump. A pump on a hatch. Yeah, I started pumping that. We started pumping that with, like, an infinity pump, and then we switched to a space elevator, so it's been a very long time. Advanced glue. Ah, get rid of this thing. I hated that. That glue. Acetone, don't need it anymore. Iron chloride, we do need. So that is one we actually need. Formic acid, don't need that anymore. Ammonium chloride. I believe we actually craft that up in a mega now. Phenol, we don't need. Lubricant is one we do. Multi-smelter, don't need that anymore. And then our chlorine we do, and that. So we have 3, 3, 4. I think of all these things, we have 4 left, which I will probably break them down, move them. I even may put some of them stuff back there. Actually, we'll just redo it. Maybe do like 4 or 8 of these industrial electrolyzers for chlorine. But I think we maybe actually just put it right here, where all our tanks used to go. I don't need this to be like this long. Could just end it like this platform like here or something. I don't know. It doesn't matter. We have plenty of room here. I'm not going to worry about much. I was just thinking that looks like it's... Okay, yes, I hear you. I hear you. Shut up. Yeah, it just looked like it was getting a bit close to the DTPFs. This could be moved in, but I don't want to mess with that. I ain't messing with that. Alright, so anyway, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to finish cleaning all this up, getting it sorted out. It's going to take probably like an hour, real life time, I'm guessing, to finish up all of that. But I love my fusion stacks. I think they look so fun. They do. This is basically pointless, too, at this point. I just haven't turned them off yet. But yeah, like our extra large steam turbines are producing like nothing compared to our Dyson, but alright, anyway, that's gonna be for today. We'll come back next episode. We will finish up the Cosmic Fabric Manipulators. We'll start crafting up the Tier 2. And I think I will finally start getting the lasers sorted out. So that means I need more Mega, I need more vacuum freezers, I want to upgrade our COAL. Lots and lots of things to do. But anyway, that's going to be for today. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.